Hi, everybody, and welcome back. Lars here. We're going to go ahead and we get the veteran today. Just a quick reminder, though, this team that we're using here, it does really well around 23, 24, 2500. If you're sub that, like 2200, I noticed there's a lot of people down there using like Dragonite and Florges and stuff like that. So I would not use this team if you are in that level, just because a lot of Dragonite leads, a lot of Florges. But above that, I'm seeing a lot of Excadrill and a lot of stuff that actually a fighter is good against to have a good lead. So just a little FYI. We do lose this first one, but we end up making it up. And yeah, it's been a crazy week. I did switch with Florges. You'll see Petal Blizzard. I switched it to Moonblast. I took away Petal Blizzard because even though Moonblast, I know it's weird to have the same element, but it hits so hard, and this stab just helps it, even against something like Steel, right? I think there's one, and I'm not sure if it's in this one or the next one. I ended up beating a Metagross with Moonblast, which shows you how broken just that is in general. So yeah, right here we end up giving up, and then we'll go on to the next one. Right after this charge move, I give up. And there's the drill run, and then we say, you know what, that's enough. And now let's go ahead and get ready for the next battle. So this one, you'll see a few, actually you'll see one Pokemon in particular that I've been seeing a lot of, and it's because, for one reason alone, well, not Avalon. So we'll go ahead, just keep on with Avalon. I use Cross Chop, no problem. It's not going to kill it, it'll get it close to death. I shield their charged move just to save Medicham. There's that. And then we're going to go ahead and just punch to death. And then, of course, they bring out Primarina, and that is for one reason alone, which is Gyarados. Gyarados has nothing that can hurt it. It literally resists everything Gyarados can know. So Disarming Voice against this Excadrill. So that's totally fine. I'll let Excadrill do its thing because we do have Magnezone in the back for their other Pokemon. So there's that. And then go ahead. Florges is fine. Couple quick punches. That's that. And then at this point, it's pretty much over. There's not much that Primarina can do. We can just literally kill it with our fast. Gonna shield this one just to be safe. It is a Moonblast, though. Yeah, it's over. They just gave up. So that is that. And it's on to the next one. So yeah, they might, like I said, there's a few in the middle. That's why it'll jump from like whatever elo I am to a little bit higher. But all right, let's do it. It's been taking a while. I'm not sure if it's not really popular. More people are doing Master, and more people are sitting out. But regardless, okay, we have a Magnezone lead. Great news. They switch to Dragonite. We switch to Florges. A lot of people are using Dragonite or Gyarados as their safe swap, which is why I like to have Magnezone, just because, you know, you just throw Magnezone in against Gyarados and there's not much you can do. They use a superpower. I have seen some Dragonite with its old Hurricane attack, but for the most part, they have superpower. Here comes Magnezone. And this is one of the reasons why I did take off Petal Blizzard, because Moonblast does a lot more damage against Magnezone than Petal Blizzard, which I know it sounds weird, but it just is. Mirror Shot, and then just a couple of quick punches. We're going to shield this one just to be safe. Wild Charge. And then, of course, they bring in Gyarados. We bring in our Magnezone, and we're looking good. Here's an Aqua Tail. And at this point, we're just trying to get them to shield. Try to use that bait, and of course, they go for it. We're going to throw a Wild Charge here. And there it is. They don't shield that one. Magnezone v Magnezone. Right here, we're just trying to get that attack break. We end up not getting it, but all we need is like one punch. And then it's not going to kill us. And that's that. On to the next one. You win. Yeah, I think Magnezone is becoming a little bit more popular just because of Gyarados. Most Gyarados, though, do know its Waterfall fast attack. Just an FYI, so it can do damage. I would suggest shielding against it, but for the most part, people usually don't shield. They try to preserve their shields. So we have a Shadow Metagross. They quick switch the Machamp. We are bringing in Florges. At this point, like I said before, it's always best if you can take an opportunity to farm something down, especially since they have Metagross in the back. We don't want to farm us down, and so we try to do a little bit more damage, or try to receive a little bit more damage before we kill it. Because if we would have killed it right off the bat, we could have, but then Metagross would come in and just keep farming us down. This way, at least, they don't get as much energy off of us. Another Disarming Voice, and then we're going to use a Power-Up Punch. And there it is. Salamence is in. And at this point, I'm going to charge it up. I'm going to use another Cross Chop, try to bait him out. There's that shield we were looking for. We get one last Cross Chop off, and even though it's not effective, since they are Shadow, it does quite a bit of damage. Then we're going to throw in Florges just for one quick little boop. And then, of course, we're going to shield this attack. Draco Meteor. And then here comes Magnezone. Not going to shield it here. Pretty sure it's a Meteor Mash, and it is. So at this point, we're absolutely golden. Just charge it up and use 2 Wild Charges, and there's not much they can do. And they realize it, so there's no even use to shield. That's it. On to the next one. Now, overall, it was a really, really good day for PvP, but like I said, there really is those micro metas, and anything below 2300, this team will absolutely get worked, just because people are using Dragonite and stuff down there. Alright, taking a little bit longer, and then of course after Master Premier Classic, this is the last time it will ever appear. After this, it will just be regular old Premier. And same with Ultra. Alright, Kyle Styles. So we have an Excadrill lead. Really, really good for us. They immediately quick switch to Gyarados. We bring in Magnezone. And at this point, we're going to try to bait him out. And people usually don't shield this. This guy didn't. So I changed up my strategy a little bit with that. Normally, I just go in straight for the kill, because so many people tend not to shield that Wild Charge. One last charge move off. They're going to get an Aqua Tail, but their attack is broken, so that leaves us in a really good position. Alright, we are back. They quick switch, and then we quick switch. Just one of those things where we had the perfect team to counter theirs. Not much else that could be done, and that's 4-1. And now let's go ahead and let's check out the very last set. In this set, I win the first 4 battles, I lose the last one, but totally fine, I'll take it. Alright, we have an Empoleon lead, which is a very, very rare Pokemon to see in Master. In fact, I don't think I've seen one before. And of course, they're bringing in their Gyarados counter, or they quick switch to it as a safe swap. So we kill it, we see what's coming in, and they actually bring in, this team was entirely weak across the board to light, or to electric. There's a Wild Charge, they shield, and so we're going to go ahead, we're going to bring in Champ again, and we're going to use a shield of our own. Then here comes Togekiss, so it becomes our Florges versus Togekiss. Little Moonblast action. Luckily they don't shield. We are going to save our shield here and use a Disarming Voice. And then it becomes what is basically our Florges and Machamp in the back. There's that, Machamp's coming out, and it's pretty much over. So they quit. So we win that one. But yeah, that's the first time I've seen first time I've actually seen an Empoleon in Master League, but it's been a while since I've done Master Premier, so I don't know. So this is not a good lead for us. So we quick switch into Magnezone. They bring out Snorlax. Wild Charge. They don't shield. Great news for us. And then at this point, they use a superpower to kill us. So we're going to go ahead. We are going to bring out Machamp as soon as we can. And then we're just going to farm it down because its attack and defense have been weakened, so it's not going to do a whole lot of damage to us. And there it is. We're just waiting down the clock. Here comes a Rock Slide. They do shield, we bring in a Florges of our own, and they quick switch to Dragonite, which is great news for us. So at this point, we really want to conserve energy. And we're not going to shield this one, obviously. Just a Dragon Claw. There's that. And so it becomes Florges versus Florges, and we both have 2 shields. So the good news is we do have Machamp in the back that can do a little bit of damage before it dies. But for the most part, it's Florges versus Florges. Disarming Voice, and it just becomes a matter of us throwing, Disarming Voice at each other. They're going to get another one off. I opted not to shield here. I bring in Machamp to basically take the next charge move. There it is. That way I can use this Moonblast to kill it. And there it is. And that's it. Game over. On to the next one. And who do we have up next? Let's see. Next one is... Yeah, it has been taking a little bit longer to find people. We have a Conkeldurr, and Conkeldurr is a weird one to see. Haven't seen it a whole lot lately. But a really good fighting type. Really solid. So we bring in Florges to absorb this charge move. Ends up being a Stone Edge, which isn't that great. And here comes a Metagross, which doesn't look too good for us, but we do pull this one off. But you can see Moonblast does do a considerable amount of damage. So we throw in Magnezone to absorb this one. And here goes that Meteor Mash. We go ahead and we're going to let one more hit us. And we're going to throw this Wild Charge here. And then, that's great. They're waiting on the clock just a little bit. And then, of course, we throw this Cross Chop. There it is. They shield here. They try to get one last one, and they bring in Porygon Z, which actually ends up working for us because we can just basically farm it down. And then once their Pokemon comes in, we're just going to kill it with and one more Mirror Shot. Here it goes. Here's that, and then one quick boop, and then we're done. Game over. On to the next one. It was a close one, though. That was a very close one. And then this one is against a Snorlax. So Snorlax, they quick switch immediately to Gyarados, so we're bringing out our friend Magnezone as always. Here comes a Crunch. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to use Wild Charge. And I double charged it here just in case they do shield, which they didn't. Here comes Snorlax again, going to throw one last Wild Charge before we say goodbye to Magnezone. And then we're going to bring in Machamp. Just tank this Body Slam. They switch to Florges, and so we switch to Florges, and it becomes our Florges with 2 shields versus their Florges with 2 shields. They do use a Moonblast here, but the good news is we do have those 2 shields left, so we're golden. We charge up Moonblast to fake it out, and now we're just going to use our own Moonblast because they're out of shields. And here it comes. And then go ahead and shield this one. And then we say that Disarming Voice, they bring in Snorlax, so at this point we're pretty much golden. They're going to get one last Body Slam off here, and we'll get one last Cross Chop. There it is. And then just Disarming Voice, and then we're golden. There it is. And it's on to the last battle. Well done. Well, like I said, this one I end up losing, but, 4-1, I'll take it. All right, and this last one is a Dragonite, so it's not a good lead for us. Magnezone, and they end up quick switching. Or no, I think they use Superpower here. Or no, Dragon Claw, that's right. I'll charge. I'm going to throw a Mirror Shot. I do shield this one just to try to get the advantage. And they bring out Gyarados, so we're going to throw a Mirror Shot. At this point, it's pretty much over. There's not much else that we can do. Just because their Togekiss has 2 shields and they can kill us while shielding both of those attacks. And I quick switch to Machamp just to take a little bit of heat off of it and do a charge move, but really there's not much else we can do. And then that is that. I want to thank you all for watching, all for subscribing. And yeah, I'm excited. Great League's coming. It's around the corner, so I will see you then. I'll probably post one more video of this, but yeah, have a great day, and thanks again.